It's currently 4:02 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Confirmation on that. October 13th, 2025. And we're back at it with another general timeless intuitive reading for my soul tribe, divine divinity, and whoever else resonates with any of these messages at any time that you come across them. Anything that resonates, you want to be sure that you're going within and to the Holy Spirit of the Most High for further confirmation as to how the messages, vibrations, frequencies, and energies pertain to and correlate with your personal situation. This helps to create and foster an intimate one-on-one relationship with the Most High while simultaneously exercising our discerning intuitive muscles. Okay, if you don't use it, you lose it. Okay, so we got some of this here. 7 chakra. Okay. 7 chakra, excuse me, on for one quick second. Okay, so as I unpause the video, it was at 123, so you're making consecutive steps moving forward in the right direction within a new leg of a cycle. Okay, you could be starting something new, a new endeavor, or a new cycle all completely together. But this you're moving in the right direction is what I want to advise you, Fem Masculine, during this trajectory. Okay, so 155 on the clock timer. That number could be significant. Okay, oh yeah, that's what I was saying. Okay, this instance here is 7 chakra. Non-Champa incense. Yeah. Okay. So something about, well, I'll get that later. Something about your Kundalini awakening confirmation. Okay. So you could be dealing with the awakening, and I just got all this shit on my shirt. But you could be dealing with Kundalini awakening, with is like a snake-like sensation. It's very warm, it's very triggering, but it aligns all of your 7 chakras together. So there's something about your Kundalini. And actually, let me go ahead and pull up the actual full definition of Kundalini, so that we can go ahead and get into the vibe of this 7 chakra incense. Okay, let me go ahead and that. Help facilitate, relax in your environment. At this point, I don't give a fuck what their rules are. Okay? They don't even follow them themselves. So I'm not even going to tag into that really like that, okay? But anyway, we're going to go ahead and get into the vibes. 4:08 p.m. So something about Santa Clara County here in California. Santa Clara is very significant here for whatever reason. So I want to start by getting into the forecasting of energies using my numerology and dice, and then from there we'll get into some initial channeled messages. Okay, so I'm gonna come back this way. I'm looking at 566. Okay, 5. We've been getting a lot of 5s lately. Upcoming changes for your highest good and expansion. 5th house energy. Leo and the Suns, heavy on the romance front and play here because this is falling on red. There could also be some upcoming changes regarding your bloodline and lineage. Okay, 5th house energy talks about creativity in your success in your creativity, shining a light on the dirty work things done in the dark, behind the scenes, that people don't want the majority to know about, because if they did, their opinions of the people involved would change drastically. Okay, so again, fifth house energy, upcoming changes for your highest good and expansion. Leo on the sun, success, creativity, confirmation, romance, fun and play, and shining a light on the dirty work. It's kind of cloudy today. I think it might rain. I hope it does. I'll go stand out in the rain. Okay, so we have that, and then the final two dice is 6 and 6, so that's 66. Okay, Route 66 could be significant. I'm right off of Route 66 East Highway. Okay, 6 individually talks about finding and maintaining balance, which we know that balance is subjective to each individual based on their personal situation and circumstance. Okay, so we have that here. We're talking about 6th house energy, Virgo and Mercury, a lot of communication going on about the type of work that you do, the work that you do, the discipline to the structure and detail of your routines and schedules. Okay, there's communication about this, back and forth. You're communicating the detailed orientation of your life schedule, like you work in accordance to you and nobody else. Okay, so people may be trying to get you to align with their timeline, with the work that they're doing, but it is out of alignment with the trajectory of your own divinity. And so if that's the case, continue to move forward with what the divine has given you and where you're being divinely led, guided, and protected in. Okay, up in masculine 656 could be significant. I just saw that on the clock timer. It's 7:11. Okay, somewhere. Okay, what, Chicago? Okay, so somebody could be viewing you as an energetical source of supply. Okay, an energetical, convenience store for other people's soul convenience. Okay, so that's how certain people in your life, or that used to be a part of your life, are still viewing you, or even new people coming into your existence. I feel like that you got the goods. You got so many goods. Okay, hey, we'll just go right on in and take our pick of what we want, do a little change, and skedaddle. Okay, and that would be fine if we were a convenience store, but that's not our purpose. We're not here to be a convenience to anybody. I'm hearing supply and demand. Okay, supply and demand. What is the supply for the demand? What is the supply for the demand? Okay, and with that, I'm getting like there's a demand for a source of supply that a certain group of individuals cannot provide. Supply and demand. What is the supply for the demand? The demand for the sources, the demand for the resources, the demand for the energy, the element of you cannot be supplied by outside third-party energy. Okay, something about a Virgo, 9:17 on the clock timer. Okay, something about a Virgo or that day, September 17th. Okay, let's see, 9:17. I want to see if that's an area code. Okay, so area code 917 covers all 5 boroughs of New York City: Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, the Bronx, and Staten Island. It was originally established in 1992. So, New York could be significant. The 5 boroughs, 917 could be significant. Okay? Take it where and how it resonates. So, we're going to go ahead and pull up the spirit number 566 to see what the spirit messages are, and then we'll go ahead and get into some initial channel messages. The angel number is spirit number 566, generally signifies positive changes, adaptability, and embracing new opportunities. So this is now is the time for you to embrace new opportunities for masculine, even if they come out of nowhere, even if at first glance it seems inconvenient. Okay, embrace new opportunities. Okay, there's beauty in the new. Okay, embrace new opportunities. Embrace new opportunities. There's beauty in the new. In the new, beauty in the new. Okay, I'll say in the new. Confirmation, okay. Alright, so there's beauty in the new, okay? Beauty in the unknown. So, angel number, spirit number 566 is a message, from your angels encouraging you to make changes to certain aspects of your life. You are aware of the changes that need to be made and now need to take positive action in that direction. Trust that by making these changes, you will find personal fulfillment on all levels. You will also be in a position to bring more stability and balance to a home and or family issue or situation. Angel number, spirit number 566 asks you to stop procrastinating and get a move on in your life. Take control and make life choices that will improve and enhance your life in all ways. Stand strong in your own power and make positive decisions for yourself and your family. Angel number, spirit number 566 is an indication that changes currently taking place will bring good into your life. Keep a positive attitude and mindset about making the necessary changes, and you will find that all will go smoothly. Be open to receive blessings in your life. The overall number and energy here is 8. We know that 8 is a very infinite number and energy. It represents strength, tenacity, prosperity, abundance, and healing. Okay, now we're dealing with 8th house energy, Scorpio, so we're dealing with loss and death, both physical and metaphysical, heavy transformative energy. Okay, yeah, it's gonna storm here. Okay, it is definitely getting ready to storm. I'm taking my ass outside. I'm kidding you not. I'm gonna stand right out in the rain as soon as it starts raining. I'm out. Okay, so let's get some initial channel messages in for masculine right off top. Okay, it was actually at the bottom face up when I went to grab my deck, and spirit told me to take this, put this on top. Work hard. Okay, work hard. And the work hard isn't in the work, it's in itself. The work is in the allowing. Okay, the work confirmation is in the allowing. The work is in the allowing. Okay, work hard, allow hard. Okay, look deep before you leap, because the next step you take could be quite steep. Okay, look deep before you leap. Don't make a decision or take an action out of impulse. There's a lot of gossip going on here 1444 on the clock timer, 144. Shout out to my fellow chosen ones, earth angels, light workers, healers, aka shamans, alchemists, starseeds, Pleiadian, Lion, Lemurian, Reptilian, Indigo, Rainbow, Andromedan, Pleiadian, Orion, Syrians. If I'm missing out on anybody, charge it to my mind and not my heart, okay? Shout out to all of you guys. Okay, and then we have billionaire here, 15 on the clock timer. That's 66 again. Okay, so 66 is very significant. Billionaire. Being a billionaire is part of your purpose in design. Okay, yeah, calibrate from within. As part of my opening statement, go within into the Holy Spirit of the Most High. You got somebody stalking you. Okay, this could be somebody that's dressing up in drag just so that they could present a different identity just to get closer to you. A shout out, it's 1555 on the clock timer, so 555. You could be seeing 555. Again, upcoming changes for your highest good expansion, 5th house, Leo and the Sun. Okay, you could be getting ready to expose this person that's been stalking you, gossiping. The same person that has been stalking you has been gossiping about you. So if this is a woman that has been stalking you, she dresses up as a man to appear male presenting, to throw off the stench of the tracks that's left by her. Now, if this is a man, then they're dressing up in female drag for the same intents and purposes. This person or these people that are stalking you, gang stalking you, they're under surveillance. So just like they're watching us, bitch, they're being watched. Okay? Philosopher here. Okay, you can resonate with being a visionary, a philosopher. The words you speak, they hit hard and they count and they matter. Okay? Somebody's sex magic is not working. It's in the reverse. That pesky little sex magic is not working. Yeah, because you see here, beyond the veil in the reverse. They can't see beyond the veil. All they see is the right now, the moment. Okay? And there's more to life than the right now, the moment, confirmation. Now, idealistically, we say focus on the now, the present. While that's true, but there isn't all the, this thing called life. It's not all simply about the present. We have the past and we have the near future. All of them hold significance, okay? Monitoring spirits, yeah. You got people watching you, okay? Yeah, they're watching your money. Vegan, somebody's a vegan. There's no wrong or right about that. Okay, you deserve a round of applause for them masculine. Because these hoes, they can't keep up. I'm looking at it right here. They can't keep up. You deserve a round of applause. Round of applause. Let me do this, club. Okay? I'm giving you a round of applause for masculine because you deserve it. We deserve it. Okay? I say that humbly, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and put these initial channel messages to the side for later reference if need be. And now we're going to jump into some cartomancy, okay? We're going to jump into some cartomancy and see what's quite fancy out in the land of the living. We'll go here. I just want to get some general energies, Holy Spirit, and cartomancy. What is it that we need to be aware of at this time, Holy Spirit, for femme, masculine, divine, and chosen ones, okay? So we have Ace of Cups in the upright that jumped out, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So you're embodying this agape love type energy. You're embodying and showing what it means to walk in and of unconditional love, the authenticity behind unconditional love. The authenticity behind unconditional love. And what I mean by that when I say the authenticity behind unconditional love is because a lot of us get it stuck in our mind that just because we are beings, those of us who walk in this energy, are beings of unconditional love, that means that it negates all toxicity. It does not. I can love you, feel masculine, unconditionally, but I will have no toleration for your bullshit and your toxicity. I love you, honey bun, unconditionally. Make no mistakes about it, but you're gonna have to scram beat and get the fuck on over there. I'm gonna have to love you from a distance because this close proximity here, confirmation. You don't respect and you don't admonish. Okay? I'm not saying that, you know, we have to be admonished, but at the very least, we should all be respectful of one another's boundaries at the very least. At the very least. Excuse me. Okay, so yeah. Unconditional love. Okay, the authenticity behind unconditional love with this Ace of Cups and upright Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. What else do we need to know, Holy Spirit? Okay, we got the King of Swords here. Some sort of legal action. There is some sort of legal action here. Okay, I just want to go back to these. Did we see anything about the judicial system? Under surveillance. Okay, yeah. Okay, so King of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, divine masculine energy, divine masculine warrior, male or female, taking action. This could be the judicial system, any part of the judicial system taking action. Okay. And they're looking at you display this agape love, this unconditional love. The legal system, the judicial system is seeing you embody this. Okay, AK-47 could be significant. Somebody's initials could be AK. Alan Keenan. Okay, something like that. Oh, yeah, this got something to do with your family, your raggedy ass family. Seven of Cups in an upright Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. They're no good. You can't trust them. And it looks like that the judicial system, has their eye on your family as well. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Yeah, under surveillance. Okay, that's what we saw, right? Yeah, okay. What else, Holy? Okay, I'm gonna do these because these. How did they end up like that? Yes, Spirit said that's the motherfucking truth, though. The truth is coming out. Okay, the truth is already out. The truth is spreading. Let me just say that. Let me put it like that. Okay. Damn. So we got Eight of Swords. Okay. So somebody's trying to hide evidence. Eight of Swords in the upright, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. But the judicial system is on to this. Your family trying to hide evidence. Possibly trying to hide evidence that you embody this godly agape love, this unconditional love. But it's like the judicial system is onto them. Confirmation. And whatever else, other evidence that they're trying to hide and get rid of is already, they're under surveillance. It's known. It's seen. When we talking about heavy fifth house energy, Leo and the sun exposing the dirty work. Okay. Two of Wands in the reverse, lies and rumors. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. So your family was at the helm of spreading all these lies and rumors when it comes to you, femme masculine. When it comes to us. Surprise, hello. Okay, shout out to, I can't think of his name, but he's from New Orleans, but he live in Atlanta. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all see him on Facebook. Yeah, it's all about this Ten of Pentacles here. In the upright. Legacy. Inheritance. There's prosperity and abundance right there. Didn't we have billionaire come out? Right? Okay, now, I just listen. Okay? From the bottom of the deck, it looked like we got somebody trying to toss some magic to and fro here. Yeah, because your resources are improving for the better and they feel entitled to this. Yeah, which is why they're attacking you. Spiritual warfare here. Yeah, they're going to prison. Seven of Wands here, and they owe you some sort of debt. A King of Cups in the reverse, male or female. This is a deadbeat ass energy. Very cold-hearted, uncaring. They can't provide. Okay, and this King of Cups in the reverse, he or she, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, they're looking at some sort of truth about a King of Pentacles in the reverse, male or female, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. This King of Pentacles in the reverse, he or she made all the wrong investments that they could possibly make. And this is why they don't get the birthright and inheritance. Because you love yourself unconditionally. There was a Queen of Swords in the reverse, a Black Widow targeting you because you were emerging as a social butterfly. And it looks like that a King of Wands was taking notice to you, a King of Wands in the upright. Regardless of gender, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, this is a high priest, a seer, taking action toward a Queen of Cups in the upright. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, a sweetheart, a nurturer, male or female, but this is feminine energy. This King of Wands could be an advocate. I'm not getting like romantic energy from him or her. I'm getting like advocacy, mentorship, possibly. Misery. Somebody's teetering on the edge of insanity here because of some breakup, some divorce. Here, they're miserable. 10-10. You could be seeing 10-10, 10-10-10. So this is your message. We got 10 of Cups in the reverse, 10 of Wands in the upright. Yeah, so somebody's miserable. Yeah, you're about to go viral. That's international travels here with the 10 of Wands in the upright. Okay, confirmation. Yeah, somebody tried to send you an abrupt ending by getting you entangled in some sort of third-party situationship, trying to pull you away from this Page of Cups. This is a true love offer here. JJ, somebody's initials JJ could be significant here. Okay. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, this is like a subpoena, a court order or something like that. 8 of Wands in the upright. Yeah, somebody was being stubborn, creating conflict with you and your loved ones. An Earth Angel. Yeah, there's an undercover agent here. Page of Swords. Continue to seek the divine for higher knowledge and wisdom. Yeah, somebody playing up in moon magic here. They're playing up in moon magic, okay? So, with that said and done, they're playing in moon magic. I'm gonna go to the shadows, okay? I wanna see. We're in tarot now, the wide and narrow. I want to take a peek at this shadow energy before we get into the rest of the vibes of the reading. Okay, so I see this one here. We got 6 of Spheres. How did I know that this was going to be a Spheres coming out? We got 6 of Spheres here. Now, you know I'm not, this is a new deck, my newest deck that I purchased. The baby of the card family. So I'm learning. It's a tarot deck, but they have an additional suit, which is the Spheres, which I know nothing about. Okay, but it looks like some sort of magician energy here. Okay, if you look at it, it's like some sort of alchemy, transmutation going on, some sort of magician energy here as the hands are controlling the orbs. Okay, you could be seeing orbs or something like that. So we have 6 of Spheres coming out to kick off shadow energy. So let's just see what the 6 of Spheres talks about. Okay. So we have, when I tell you the other day when I had on my soccer socks, them mosquitoes tore my shit up. Okay, meaning 6 of Spheres. Share your wealth and success. Be grateful for what you have achieved. Symbolism. 6 spheres hover in the darkness. They represent the accumulated potential of the figure in the darkness, while 2 palms press against the card showing his fate. Upright, which this card is in the upright, shared wealth and a valued role in community. Confirmation, shared wealth and a valued role in the community. And this is what you're being called to do here. Knight of Cups in the reverse here. So you have somebody that is very unstable, moody, unstable, There could be bipolar, schizophrenic, borderline personality disorder. This is somebody who cannot rest in the confines of their own moral conviction when it comes to their emotionality and their mentality. This is somebody who cannot regulate themselves. Okay, and they see a sort of opportunity unfolding for you. A page of swords in the upright, curiosity informed the cat. Okay, so this could be like an intuitive sleuth, another undercover agent, because we had the page of swords show in cartomancy right before I switched over into tarot. So heavy, and then we had under surveillance here, okay, in the initial channel messages. So heavy on the being watched, heavy on the being surveillanced, okay? Just as they're stalking us, they're being watched now. We got the King of Swords out here. That's the judicial system taking action. We got the Page of Swords here. Okay, so we got 5 of Spheres now in the upright. We got the Sun in the upright. We got 3 of Cups in the reverse. And we got Queen of Wands in the upright. Okay, so with this, and let me just go ahead and put these back here. With the 5 of Spheres, it looks like some sort of intergalactical type of culmination going on here, but we'll see. 5 of Spheres, meaning be prepared to face material difficulty. You may need to ask for help or borrow money to get you through a difficult time. Symbolism. One of the 5 spheres crashes into darkness while the other 4 continue their flight. Upright, death and illness. Okay, 5 of Swords. So this is basically like an equivalent, it's a combination of the 5 of Pentacles and the 5 of Cups together. Okay, I do not feel like that's for us from masculine. Honestly. We have the Sun here in the upright. So again, that's Leo energy. Okay, that's sustenance. Okay, that is, again, shining a light on the dirty work. Whatever the fuck these bitches been doing or continue to do behind the scenes to the confirmation, to the detriment of other people, they are going to have to pay. Karma. Legally. And even with their life, because at the top of this reading, we had 8th house energy. That's Scorpio. That's loss and death, both physical and metaphysical. I don't know if I told you all, but that one of the residents here, one of the ones that was pulling these shenanigans, trying to act like they cool with me and get me to, hey, I'll get you something to eat, but then turn around and try to do some shady shit to make an ass out of me publicly. Well, Douglas is his name, was his name. And I told you all a few weeks ago how he came to me after our last little giddy up, go around the rodeo, and I had to let him have it and let him know that he was not getting on over on me, because he knew what the fuck I said and what was intended and expected. So after that ordeal, he came back to me and told me, he was like, well, Bryce, and it's like, I'm dying. They put me on hospice, this tumor, the cancer spread, it's not getting any better. So, I'm gonna live my last days the way that I want to, but I just wanted to let you know that I'm dying. Well, he has made his transition. Okay, so I just said that behind the energy of 8th house of Scorpio, lost in that. Okay. So now we have the 3 of Cups in the reverse, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces here. Well, so this is a group of wannabe bad bitches that are now isolated from each other because they talk too much. Okay, so this is very like elementary school energy. Like when you have a friend group that just keep acting up, they keep talking, they keep causing a disturbance and chaos. So it is finally decided that, hey, if you all cannot act accordingly together, then we're separating all of you all. That's the type of energy here. Okay, with the Three of Cups in the reverse, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And then we close out this line here with the Queen of Wands. Okay, so in the upright, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, divine feminine energy, regardless of gender. It could very well be a man in this Queen of Wands energy in the upright, but you're very bold. You're being seen as someone who's very bold, courageous, attractive. People think you kind of witchy. Okay, they're not sure if you play up in spell work and witchcraft, if you do some other type of weird, strange shit. And for some of you, you could do that, like from a Wiccan perspective and not from a karmic, toxic, I'm throwing magic, I'm throwing you evil eye, I'm getting a doll made in your name, in your image, confirmation, and poke you. That's not what we're talking about when we talk about Wicca. Wicca aligns with nature, the natural elements for the good of mankind. Oh, okay. That's Wicca. Yes, they do the ritualistic things as far as candles, spell work, and all of that stuff. But it's not low vibrational. It's not evil. Okay. Some of us, I have a natural witch ancestry in my blood. Voodoo, a host of other things that I have been given leeway and the okay to practice, but I just don't. It's just not, I learn certain things here and there as I go along just for the awareness, but I don't practice. Okay, so that's that example of being kind of witchy. If you go the route of Wiccan, okay, but a lot of us, the magic that we embody flows from within. Okay, so I'm a very magical creature, okay, and I know this. Supernatural things happen around me all the time, regardless if people are around me or not. I'm used to it because, hey, but when I'm around people and they start to notice shit, like, because I'll call out something. When I see it, even when I'm by myself, I'll call it out. Be like, okay, Holy Spirit, I see you. And if people are around me long enough, and they're aware and they're paying attention and they notice shit, like, hey, you keep doing, and then they start to pick up, like, notice, no, shit, look at the time, no, he's serious, like, shit like that. Okay, like, what the fuck is he doing? Like, nothing. It's just a part of our natural magicianship, those of us who are in this energy. Queen of Wands, very witchy, bold, courageous, attractive. Okay, there's something primitive about our energy when in the energy of the Queen of Wands. It's like a multitude of flame burnt by the fire. It's like bees to flowers to pollen, like hummingbirds to flowers, like squirrels to a nut. Okay, like cat to fish, cat to bird, dog to cat, that type of thing. Okay, it's very much that. Okay, I want to do some energy oracle. I want to see what the energy oracle is talking about regarding this particular set of energies at this time. Okay, so I guess that's a double confirmation. Thinking man in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. So there's a masculine energy that's taking action, but they're not. See, we had Look Deep Before You Leap that came out in the initial channel message. There is a masculine energy, regardless of gender. The masculine energy is taking action toward a person, place, or thing, and they have not fully thought out the ramifications of the actions that they're taking. This is actually already in movement. Okay, this is not something that someone is contemplating. They're taking action and they have not considered all of the ramifications. They did not look deep before they leapt. They just leapt. Okay? Thinking man in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. Okay? Happy family in the reverse, a toxic family unit. Whatever action this masculine is taking is not going to behoove the family unit. Your daughter romance in the reverse. Ain't no happy family here. Ain't no door to romance. Whatever action this masculine is taking, intentionally, it's to be to the detriment of someone that's in a divine energy, but it's going to backfire. Cornucopia in the reverse, they will not get cornucopia. And we're very appreciative that they're not going to get it either. Appreciation. In the upright, 15 breaks down to a 6. So again, finding and maintaining balance, 6th house energy, Virgo and Mercury. The attention that's being made to and talked about regarding your disciplined routine schedule that encompasses all aspects of your life. And that's how we're going to put that. Because Mercury, 6th house, Virgo and Mercury. The Guardian and the Gate in the upright. Right now, see, 30. 15, 30 could be significant. Breaks down total to a 9. So 9th house, long distance travel. That was the 10 of Wands. Broadening your horizons. Broadening higher education, seeking and soaking up divine knowledge and wisdom. Okay. Life lessons. Making courses out of life lessons. Something like that. Okay, so you could be starting a coaching course or restarting a coaching course. I had online coaching courses when I got hacked the first time. All of this shit, just went down the drain. But I've been meaning to rebuild my courses, and I'll get to that in another time. But yeah, door to personal healing and happiness. Confirmation in the reverse. And somebody is definitely falling ill here. Now, you're assigned the energies where you believe they belong to in your personal situation, but you know if this is you or not. Fifth masculine at the bottom of the deck, sun in the reverse. Somebody is not able to bask in the glory of the sun because of their treachery. And I'm just gonna put it, keep it $1, keep it 1,000. This is absolutely why. Because of their treachery. This is a treacherous ass bitch. Whoever he or she is, they're treacherous as fuck. And they deserve everything that they got coming to them. Sorry, not sorry. Because bitch, who told you to do this shit? Not us. Not the Holy Spirit of the Most High. I want to do manifested outcomes. Because we got the shadow here. We got the energy that these bitches in. I want to give us manifested outcomes, Holy Spirit. Okay, see? Page of Cups in the reverse. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, disappointment. Somebody's child is going to be disappointed. Or someone that is in an adulthood energy is going to revert back to their inner child being disappointed when mommy or daddy or granddaddy or auntie, uncle, sister, brother, whoever did not fulfill the word that they promised to them. This is somebody regressing back to childlike disappointment with the Page of Cups in the reverse. And it's under Happy Family in the reverse. Talk about a toxic family unit. What's this here? 8 of Pentacles in the upright. There's something here about you that's very valuable, that's very high ticket, that's very high moral, that's very high standard, high quality, quantity and quality. 8 of Pentacles in the upright. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Two of Swords in the reverse. Whatever this is about you that's high stake, that's highly valuable, it's leaving somebody in the lurch in the Two of Swords under reverse. Because they're finding themselves or are about to find themselves stuck between a rock and a hard place, having to choose between the lesser of two evils. It's the demon or the entity. Okay? It's the confirmation. It's the demon or the entity. But you're stuck, nevertheless. Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, this is somebody that tried to take credit off of your work. This is somebody running around talking about, yeah, I did this. Oh, sit down. You ain't did shit. But make it possible for us to have to work in this vein of ingenuity, if you will. Well, this person is going to be found out. Yeah, Three of Wands in the reverse, blocked, obstacles, delays. Wow. Empress in the reverse, so this got something to do with your mother or a mother-like figure, a matriarch, or a soon-to-be ex-spouse, or ex-longtime life partner, something like that. Take it where it resonates, male or female now. It's a karmic feminine energy, but the gender, they put it where it fits. King of Cups in the upright. The divine masculine, male or female, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is somebody that is very intuitive, emotionally intelligent, and balanced. You're taking some sort of action. This could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Doesn't have to be, but heavy on the water divination. They're looking to the water to reflect something, searching for some sort of clarity regarding a particular group of individuals, including yourself, but you're not included in the group of individuals, if you know what I'm saying. You're not lumped up with the group, but you're a part of the sum total of the group. Okay, it's something like that. Nine of Wands in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. Somebody was used as a pawn. Somebody that was viewed as being expendable. Listen to what I'm saying here. Somebody that was viewed as being expendable and not worth much was rallied and sent in as a pawn to come against us. Something was not communicated. At the bottom of the deck, communicate in the reverse. Well, look at this. Death in the reverse. So this is why we have that 8th house energy, loss and death, because somebody tried to take us out. Death in the reverse, but it didn't work. Confirmation. So that's why somebody else got to be put in the dirt, because they was trying to take out a divine femme or masculine energy. Okay. That's why the judicial system on this. That's why these hoes under surveillance. Okay. That's why the sun is out here. Okay? Yeah. Determination in the reverse. So somebody lacks determination. A group of individuals lack determination. They're determined to take away from other people, but they lack the determination to create and build something for themselves. Now that's sad and pathetic. Confidence. In the upright femme masculine, we got the confidence to make it do what it do, and that's why we make it do what it do. Whatever it is, we make it do what it do. It does, okay? And that's what I'm trying to stress at this here point. Ooh! Hunt is what jumped out. So what? Somebody's on the hunt. Hunt, prey. Okay, hawk is significant here. Peacock is significant here. So we have two avian energies here. One is a flightless bird, and the other one takes flight. Okay, it's a bird of prey. Okay, confidence, we have the peacock here. So peacock could be significant. Pisces could be significant, and moths. Okay, Pisces, the two fish, and moth are in the reverse with determination and death. Dee, somebody's name could be Dee, Deirdre, Dee Dee short for Deidre or Deandra or whatever. Somebody's name is Dee Dee. D-E-D-E or D-D. D&D advertising, Melrose Place could be significant. Amanda Woodward, aka Heather Locklear, is still my most favorite show of all time. I could watch that show minus the first season, second season up to the end, over and over and over again, and never get tired of it. Okay, so yeah, we have, okay, but back to what I was saying with these two avian energies, the peacock and the hawk. Okay, now they're looking at each other. They're both in the upright now. Confidence and hunt. So it's almost as if, because the peacock is the male peacock that does the display with the feathers. Okay, so this is a male peacock. This hawk is giving me, since we're dealing with intuition is a feminine energy confirmation, not regulated to gender specificities. Okay, so it's giving me like this hunt, like this divine feminine energy is looking back at the divine masculine and like, okay, come on now, divine masculine, there's work that we need to do. We need to go on the hunt. Sun is right here. Okay, exposing the dirty work. Come on now. Okay, so it's almost like the divine masculine energy is just getting their foot wet in this arena as far as shining a light on the dirty work, the intuitive sleuthness of it all, that many of us divine feminine have already mastered this energy. Okay, so the divine masculine in this peacock is giving me like what they have mastered is the bravado of it all, the showcasing of it all. You know what I'm saying? It's ego, but not ego driven per se. I hope this is coming off the way that it needs to come off. But they have mastered show and tell. Okay, that's the way that I'll put it. In this specific reading and this energy, the divine masculine has mastered show and tell. The divine feminine has mastered go get it. By realizing that to go get it is the work is in the allowing. Okay, so I hope I was able to piece that together for you all. What else, Holy Spirit? Okay, communicate. It's out again, okay? Something is not being communicated intentionally. Bat in the reverse. Something about sonar and echolocation. These are three avian energies here. Confidence, peacock in the upright. Hunt, hawk in the upright. And then we got communicate, which is a bat in the reverse. So bat signal was not, they didn't get the bat signal. Okay, Batman did not see the bat signal. Okay, yeah, cunning in the reverse. These people were not as cunning as they believed themselves to be in order to get away with such a criminal coup. They thought they had dotted all their I's, slanted all of their T's, slashed all of their Q's, okay, confirmation, and did all that needed to be done. But they didn't. The one thing that they shouldn't have done, they did, which was set out against us, and this is why they will have no peace. Peace in the reverse. Trying to tell you, adaptation in the reverse. They can't adapt to new surroundings, new environments. Somebody could be OCD. Somebody could be very OCD, like to the point that it's debilitating to their way of life. Family in the upright. Feel like you're creating a new family, a new bloodline, a new lineage in confidence. Memory. Something about restored memory here. Going on the hunt for restored memory. Okay, so, and this is very specific for someone. This is not going to be for everyone. So going back to this divine feminine energy, kind of like backtracking to go get the divine masculine energy, and like, come on. Okay, there seems to be a hunt for some lost or stolen memory of the divine masculine. MK Ultra is coming up here. Something about lost memories and a family that possibly a divine masculine does not know about or isn't fully aware about. Okay, because he's mastered the self, the bravado of it all. So maybe this divine masculine has put on, unbeknownst to him or her, a facade, a mask, that even though I don't know the answers to the questions that I have, the most important questions that I have, even though I don't have all of the pieces of the puzzle put together to the point to where the puzzle is starting to make sense, I'm not going to let on that it bothers me in such a way. However, I'm going to, it's like mastering this fake it till you make it, you know. And in one sense, it's working for the good, in the sense that divine masculine, he or she, is not letting the withoutness of these certain things to hinder them from pressing forward. Hope this makes sense. However, at the same time, two sides of the same coin, it could be debilitating or stagnating because certain pieces of the puzzle confirmation need to be fit, and certain things need to be recalled and regained in order to move forward in the proper momentum that is intended by the Most High and our purpose and design. Okay? So that's what's going on here. It's the divine feminine, he or she, they have the missing piece of the puzzle, or at the very least, they know where to go to find it. Okay? Or to begin that domino effect. Because the confidence here in this divine masculine, this peacock divine masculine, he or she is like, I look good. Test my swag, touch my swag, wish you could. On my mama, on my hood, I look fly, I look good. Touch my swag, wish you could. That's divine masculine right here. I know I look good, baby. I know I look good. I know I am the shit. I know your nigga and your bitch want me. I know your mama and your daddy want me too. Respectfully speaking. There may be an ounce of arrogance here, but this is not an arrogant, conceited person. They do think highly of themselves. Okay. But, you know, it's like they're somewhat deceiving themselves, believing that they'll be alright without the unanswered questions and the missing puzzle pieces. Because at the core of who they are, they do yearn to know what they don't know or what they can't recall. Freedom. This is going to bring them freedom. Stillness in the reverse. Yeah, there's a stillness that this divine masculine does not have because of this. Defend. This divine feminine is defending the masculine here. If somebody didn't have the proper intentions, the intentions did not line up. They did not. This is not a sacred energy or a sacred union. Yeah, power in the reverse. Somebody ain't got no power. Follow your instinct. There's a trick regarding balance. It's in the upright. Something is being revealed here. about somebody's kindness. Okay, your kindness is not a disguise. Okay, your kindness, confirmation. Your kindness is not a disguise. It's tailor-made for you. Okay, so your kindness is not a disguise. It's tailor-made for you. You are your kindness, and your kindness is not your weakness. Okay, yeah. So, I'm going to drop the mic on that, Fem Masculine. Click like, share, subscribe, donate to the channel, book your sessions. Until next time, I love you all unconditionally, effortlessly. Okay, but get out my face. Bye. Until next time.